Charlie Bonnick here with head coach Shawn Nelson for the Pita Pit pregame. First off, Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, Coach, you have a busy weekend. First off, playing the #1 team in the RMAC, Colorado Mines. What's going to be a factor of that?
Mines, they're really good. They've won a lot of close games. They know how to win. They're big inside. They have three-point shooters. They have solid point guard play. They play hard on defense. So they have everything that they need to be successful. And we need to bring our best game and put our best foot forward and see what happens.
And you and your team have been on a tear in 2016, still undefeated in 2016. This week you've had a lot of good practices. What have you really been focusing on in this week?
Our defense, again, I think in our last two practices, I think we've only worked on our offense for about maybe 10 minutes. We just got to get better defensively. The only way you do that is just keep going at it, keep getting better, and keep pounding those fundamentals, and just go to work. And there's going to be games where you play really well defensively and games where you struggle. But in this league, you can have an off night offensively, but if you can play well defensively every night, you're going to have a chance to win, and that's what we really want to get back to.
And with Colorado Mines, like you said, they're a very team, really not focusing on one player. They have multiple players that do a lot. How is that going to play a factor and really focus on you guys and having a team win also?
Well, we just have to play our team defense like we've been doing, and big thing for us is we got to rebound and keep them off the boards the best we can and limit their second chance points, and then they've won a lot of close games in conference, and so they feel comfortable coming down the stretch, with the score close and all that stuff. So we just got to do a good job and just play and just do what we've been doing. I think we've been playing well, and we need to just go out and continue and understand the reason we've been playing well. It's all started on the defensive end.
And Colorado Mines have had 2 overtime games already, and a couple of games just decided by 2 or 3 points. With you guys, you really haven't seen that game yet where it's been decided by 2 or 3 points. What do you really focus on when you go down to the stretch, and do you go to plays that should be ingrained in their heads going down to that stretch?
Well, we practice in the game situations all the time, so when we get into those type of situations, we know what we want to run, and we know what we want to do offensively and defensively, and it's just a matter of going out and executing. A lot of teams get those shots that they want at the end of the game. It's just a matter of if they go in or not. And so yeah, if the game comes down to that, I feel comfortable that we're going to execute down the stretch. With the way the game's changed this year with the 4 quarters, you pretty much have to do that at the end of every quarter anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do a way better job of managing the clock and managing your timeouts and coming up with plays and doing all that stuff. So you get a lot. Everybody's had a lot of practice at the end of the game situation. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
And then another big factor, Brittany Hernandez was the RMAC Offensive Player of the Week. She's won RMAC defense, she's won RMAC offense. I know I asked this a lot, but how much does she really bring to this team?
Well, she brings a lot, obviously. I think she's the best player in our league, but I think the thing that we're starting to do a better job of now is other players are stepping up and they're playing, and they're not just watching her play and trying to let her do everything. The thing you keep saying after all of our games is it's a team win, and that's how we want to win. Obviously Brittany's a great player, but she wants to be surrounded by other great players, and we have players that are stepping up and they're playing well, and that only helps her, and she looks really relaxed right now. So I think things are going in the right direction. At least I hope.
And Coach, we've been talking a little bit about rotation, and the bench production really played a factor last weekend. There was one point where you put in 5 of your role players, and they really stepped up and managed the game. And I think that was the third quarter that I think it was Colorado Mesa only scored 3 points. How big is it, relying on the bench, and how nice is it as a coach to have a deep bench?
Well, there's a saying in coaching that you're never as deep as you think you are. And, the start of the year we thought we were super, super deep, like really deep. but we are deep, and it's big because our motto is it's gonna be somebody different every night. One night, Jen Veal is gonna score 18 points, and the next night it's gonna be Lauren Bennett or Jenna Knaufel or Shannon Kelly, something like that. Everything for us has got to be revolve around team. As soon as we start getting into, so and so has to get this many points or this many points, it's not going to work for us because we already tried that at the beginning of the year, or I should say we tried it, but we've been down that road already and it doesn't work.
Well, there you have it. Head coach Shawn Nelson for the Pita Pit pregame show. Coach, good luck.
All right, thanks.